Hi, today we'll learn how to take photos of the night sky using only your smartphone camera. By night sky, I mean various constellations, stars, and even the Milky Way. There are two important prerequisites to this. Number one, stay away from light pollution. So, if you want to take pictures even at 2 a.m. from the center of the city, it's not going to work and you'll end up with just bright images. And the second prerequisite is that your phone must have a manual camera mode with an exposure value of at least 4 seconds. So if you meet both of these prerequisites, then you're ready to go. Let's learn how to do it.
You need to keep your phone absolutely still. So a tripod will do, or any fixture or jugaad you can make to not shake the camera, not shake the phone would be awesome. So first of all, let's go to the manual camera adjustment setting. Let's set the ISO to the highest 3200. This is the light sensitivity. Let's leave the white balance as it is. The shutter speed needs to be over 4 seconds. Reasonable shutter speed is 16. If we set to 32, we may see star trails due to rotation of the earth. So let's set it at 16. And the phone itself is suggesting to use a tripod, but I don't have a tripod, but I'll use a chair and fix it over there. um, and then the focus should be set to infinity, and we are basically ready to go. Let me just set the phone towards the sky. It should not be a moonlit night, and then I just find a way to push the button for exposuring and leave it. Just leave it. Now it'll take 16 seconds, but I can take a series of photos and stack them together to get even better results. Let's just look at this single picture for now. You see, you can see all those constellations, including the Pleiades constellation over here.
Now we have learned how to take an image using your smartphone in manual mode. But in order to obtain good quality images, it's important to actually stack several images together. By several, I mean a sweet spot is around 10 images. An important point is that you need to take dark photos also. Now, what do I mean by dark photos? By dark photos, I mean that you need to cover the lens completely, and not like this. This is too bright. Absolutely dark cloth or lens cap or anything you can find in the exact same settings as you took the images of the night sky without even shaking the phone. So after you are done with your photographs, just cover the lens cap and take 3 or 4 dark images. These will help remove the noise. How to stack them? Let's see. So let's learn how to stack these images and get better image quality. Please do not expect an image like this. This I had taken from a borrowed DSLR, but let's see which software we'll use. The software's name is Sequator, and the first Google link you get the official download the latest version, and if you think you can donate to them, then please do. It's a wonderful software. All right, I already have it installed. Let me just open it up. All right, my slow PC. Thank you. Now it's showing various options to us: star images, base image, noise images, vignetting images, and output. Now, we do not need to consider vignetting images for now. This is a very basic tutorial. By star images, it refers to those images which we have actually taken, the images of the stars, the image of the night sky. So I have those. Now I'm not taking the ones I had just showed you previously, the single shot. I am taking previous shots I had taken actually of the Milky Way band. So let's see how they come out to be. A sweet spot is 10 images. Let me just take the first, well, 14. Is this right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 14 or 13. 13 is fine. I take the first 13 images, and the base image is the image where it calculates the median point of image, because this software will basically account for the rotation of the earth. The base images is 2730, so it should be right around the middle over here. There it is. And the noise images are basically the dark images, which I had taken after uh, taking all these photos. I have four noise images, all have the same settings, same aspect ratio, same exposure, same ISO, everything. I do not need to have any vignetic images. I need to specify the output folder. So let me just add a new folder, name it as output, and this is it. Now here one important point is, what is the format you want to save your file as? If you are an advanced user, you want to use Lightroom or other softwares to edit your image, please go for .tif. Otherwise, you can go for JPEG. I'll use JPEG and just name my file as output. Now, for the composition, basically the stacking options, I have these many options. The most important part is auto brightness. Please turn it on, because when you stack several images together, it will basically stack over the brightness level also. If I don't turn auto brightness on, it'll just be a white image in the end usually. Now I can specify the sky region, full area. In case I had some land or trees over here, I could have masked that out. It has a simple option like I can just select the sky area, but I'm not doing it because my image is entirely sky. High dynamic range, you can turn it off, although I haven't had any benefit of it, like 2% effect. If it has, I haven't really noticed. You can remove dynamic noises, you can do it. This kind of helps, like 2%, not much. Reduce distortion effects. If there is distortion, then you can turn it on, but in these images there isn't. Reduce light pollution, no, I have taken it from 40 kilometers away from the city. I do not need to reduce light pollution. Enhance starlight, not needed. Merge pixels, you don't need to. And for all the options, you get the description over here. Basically, these are advanced options. You don't need to do it. You can just turn on auto brightness. Dynamic noises also, it's up to you if you want to remove or not. And this, which I had skipped earlier, this is very important. You need to align stars. Now, align stars means it will compensate for the rotation of the Earth. If you don't align stars, you'll get star trails. If I put trails, it'll show like tails of stars as per the rotation of the Earth. I don't want that. Computing options, accumulation, and all these, you can leave all this. If you are an advanced user, you may get into it, but this is a basic tutorial, just leave it. And when everything looks okay, you can just start. Now this will do all the hard work for you. It's basically composing and stacking. If there's too much noise or shake, it'll show you any errors over here. It'll still build up the final image, but it won't be as good as it can be. Okay, now it should display the output. You see what a fantastic difference. I can actually see the bands of the Milky Way over here now. I could not see in any of those images. And now I can see there is a lot of noise over here, noise. Now, so these are not DSLR level photographs. That's entirely different. But you still get a fairly good look at these clouds. the bands of the Milky Way very clearly. So this is how you use Sequator, a stacking software for good night photos. Now we have learnt a lot, but let's go to Snapseed to enhance our image further.
So now we'll learn how to edit it using Snapseed. This will just enhance our image. um, our original image has lot of noise. You could reduce the noise by reducing the ISO, but then the light sensitivity also decreases. So that's something for you to experiment with. But anyway, we'll just try to smoothen it out over here. No other edit, nothing else. Pop, accentuate, nothing else. That will just add to a noise. If I try to pop out thumbnail is looking pretty nice, but you see what happens. There's a lot of distortion in the noise. We just smooth it out, and then we go to custom controls, tune the image, decrease the brightness slightly, increase the contrast slightly, increase the saturation slightly, increase the ambience very slightly, increase the highlights very slightly, just a second, decrease the shadows slightly, and warmth is up to you. I'll just decrease it slightly right now, and then we are done with the first edit. Then we again go to glamour glow. Do not select anything else. There's a lot of professional editing options over here, but we go to glamour glow, and then this one, whatever is your preference of an image, you can just go ahead with that. Mine is the second mode. You can see the details over here. Glow is 50, saturation is unedited, but I'll just slightly reduce the glow and then save it. Now the last and most important edit is with the brush. We have options of dodge and burn, exposure, temperature, saturation. Now we don't want to touch exposure over here. If we touch the exposure, it will actually make our image kind of artificial. You see, let me just show it. And this is really bad. You don't want to do that. So let's just go to dodge and burn, and let's just set the minimum value, and we just swipe our finger across the Milky Way band. That's it, not much to do, and then we just save it. Now our image is enhanced, and you can adjust finally the temperature as you want. Of course, now if you carry out these options, pop or accentuate, it will be slightly different, because the noise will be reduced also, like not as much as in the previous case, but still there will be. Faded glow is a nice option in case it suits you. This actually brings out certain cloudiness of the Milky Way, but I am not editing over there. I'm just keeping it as it is, and actually adjusting the temperature right over here. Warmth, yeah, and reducing the warmth slightly, and increasing the shadows, I mean reducing. Just a second, and that's it. We are done with the image. Let's compare it to the previous image. This was our original stacked image, and then after Snapseed edit, we get this. You can see it's much nicer to look at and gives a very good ambience, and the cloud textures of Milky Way are much more different. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are an amateur astronomer or astrophotographer, you will really find this useful if you don't have the budget for a DSLR. Now these phones cannot compete with DSLRs, but they'll still give you a reasonable amount of satisfaction.